Welcome learners in the series of videos on topology. We are looking at separation properties, right? And in the last video, we have seen the necessary and sufficient condition for a space to be regular space. Now, in this video, let us prove that every locally compact Hausdorff space is regular. So let us take that as a theorem. Theorem: every locally compact, every locally compact Hausdorff space is regular, and hence as a corollary we can say that every compact Hausdorff space is regular because every compact space is locally compact. But now let us prove this. Let us show that every locally compact Hausdorff space is regular. Proof. And to show this that every locally compact space is regular, we will make the use of last theorem. Okay, that is if that necessary and sufficient condition. Okay, so let us take a locally compact Hausdorff space. Let X be locally compact Hausdorff space. Hausdorff space. Okay, let us draw it. Let us take this as our U. This is our topological space X, and inside X we will see what we have as we proceed. Okay, and to show that this is regular, we will make use of this last theorem, that what we have proved in the previous video. Let me show you. Yeah, here. So we have to show that for all x in X and for every neighborhood ux of X, there is a neighborhood Vx whose closure is inside U. So let us take a point X and let us take the neighborhood of that point X. Okay, so let us take a point, let X be a point in X, and let us take a neighborhood and U be neighborhood of X. Okay, so let us take a point. This is my point X. Okay, and let us take a neighborhood of that point, say this way. Okay, this is my U. This is my X, this is my U. Now we need to get a neighborhood of this X whose closure is contained inside U. Okay, if we are done with that, we are done with the proof. Okay, now since X is locally compact, we have assumed that X is locally compact. So since X is locally compact, there exists a neighborhood of X whose closure is compact. And that's the definition of locally compact. So this implies since X is locally compact, there exists a neighborhood say V of X such that closure of V in X is compact. Okay, now we don't know what is V, where is V. Okay, there will be some V maybe inside U or something like that. Okay, so let us take V somewhere. So for that, let us take this, and let us take V to be something like this. We don't know where is V, but V is a neighborhood of X whose closure is compact. Okay, so if V is completely inside this and closure of V is also contained inside U, then we are done, because we have a neighborhood of X whose closure is contained inside U. But let us assume that it's outside. Sorry, let us assume that it's outside. Okay, so this x belongs to u, x belongs to v also. So let us take w to be u intersection v. So x belongs to u intersection v. Let us take that to be w. And also u and v are open, that means w is also open. So now since this is the intersection, we know that this w will be a subset of v. So if w is a subset of v, this implies if you take the closure of w is also a subset of closure of v in x. Okay, now let us take A. Now remember, closure of w is a closed set. Okay, so A is equals to closure of w minus w. Now, is A open? Remember, closure of A is a closed set. This is closed in x. W is open in x. So from closed set, if you remove a open set, what is the remaining term? Okay, find it out. Now since x belongs to w and we are taking the complement, this from this set we are removing w, this implies this x will not be a point in A. X is not in A. Okay, so since this our space x is Hausdorff, now we are using our hypothesis. So x is Hausdorff. Since x is Hausdorff, if you take a point in A, so of course that point A will not be equals to x. That means there exist a disjoint neighborhoods of x and A. Okay, and that will happen for all the values of A in A. So since x is Hausdorff, for all point A in A, there exist open sets, say GA and HA, to denote it, because to denote that this sets depends on A. Our x is fixed, right? X we already fixed. So based on A, our neighborhoods will change. Okay, so there exist open sets GA and HA open in x such that this x will belongs to GA and A belongs to A, such that and GA intersection HA is equals to empty. So this W is the intersection, that means this is the W1, this is W. So we are taking the closure of W minus W, that is our A. I am not drawing it, let me just do it like this. Somewhere I don't know where it is, right? So so for each A in A and for each x we already fixed. So for each A in A, there exists a neighborhood such that their intersection will be empty, because x is Hausdorff space. Okay, so now since for each A in A we have a neighborhood HA, this implies if you take set of all this HA such that A belongs to A, this is open cover for A, right? This is open cover for A, and since A is compact, okay, let me write why it is so. Okay, since A is compact and we have this open cover, this implies there exists a finite subcover. Implies there exists, say, finite subcover means finite elements from A. A is the indexing set right now. So A, say A1, A2 up to AN, the elements of A our indexing set such that this A, our set A is compact. So A is contained inside the union, say I, from 1 to N, H A I. It's a finite subcover. Let us take this union as M. Let us take this union as M, just for shorthand notations. Okay. Now what we have? We have HI and GI, right? And X contains inside GI. Now for each AI from 1 to up to N, we have corresponding GAI. Okay. So let us take the intersection of GAI. Okay. Now since X belongs to intersection of I from 1 to n g a I, because each g a I is the neighborhood of X, so intersection also contains X. Each g a I is open, that means finite intersection of open set is open, and also this X belongs to W. Let me come back. X belongs to W, so that belongs to the intersection of this g a I intersection with, let me write bracket here, intersection with W, right? And this is also a open set. Let us denote this by, let us take this as say O. Okay, O is open. So O is open. Now I will change the color. Now since we have HAI intersection or HAJ intersection with GAJ is empty, right, for all j from 1 to up to n. This implies for all this its intersection is empty. That implies if we take the intersection of all this, so HAJ intersection with intersection I from 1 to n GAI is also empty, right, for all j from 1 to up to n, right? And also since this is empty, we can take the intersection of this with W, that will be also empty. This implies HAJ intersection with intersection I from 1 to n GAI intersection with W is also empty for all j from 1 to up to n, and we have denoted this set as O. So this implies HAJ intersection with O will be empty for all j, right? So if HAJ intersection O is empty for all j, so even if we take the this union of this, so let us take union. So union, say j from 1 to n HAJ intersection with O, this also will be empty. And we have taken this union, if I'm not wrong, yeah, we have taken this union of all HAJs, that is union of all this HA1, HA2 up to HAN as M, right? So this implies this union, this is nothing but M intersection, this is O is equals to empty. So since M intersection with O is empty, this implies no point of M is a limit point of O. Hence, we can say that closure of O intersection with M will be equals to empty. Now A, if you see A is contained inside M, right? This A is contained inside M. So if closure of O intersection M is empty and A is subset of M, this implies closure of O intersection with A will be also empty, right? And what is A? Let me show you again. A is nothing but closure of W minus W. So let me put that here. This implies closure of O intersection with closure of W minus W is equals to empty. Okay, but we know that O is inside W, right? We know that O is inside W. So here this O is the intersection of W with something, that means O is inside W, and if O is inside W, this implies closure of O is also contained inside closure of W, right? And here we have closure of O intersection with closure of W minus W is empty, and on the other side we have closure of O contained inside closure of W. So since this intersection is empty, what we have or what we can claim is this set has to be a subset of W. Okay, so this implies closure of O is contained inside W, and W, we go for W. Where is it? W. Where is it? W is subset of U. Which is subset of U. Hence X belongs to U, which contain inside closure of U. Again, go back. Not U. We have taken this X belongs to O. X belongs to O, whose contain inside its closure by definition, and this is contained inside U, and hence by using the last theorem we can say that X is regular. Okay, and with this we complete our proof. So we have proved that if we have, maybe it's slightly lengthy, we have proved that every locally compact Hausdorff space is regular. We have used both the facts, it is locally compact and it's also Hausdorff. Okay, now using this theorem we can say that every compact Hausdorff space is regular. Okay, let us take that as a corollary. If X is compact, Hausdorff space, then X is regular. So this. Okay. Now in the next video we will show that a compact Hausdorff space is normal. So stay tuned and see you in the next video.